9-point favorites. Lambeau, cold, and lost to the New York Giants. Last year, MVP Lamar Jackson, don't want to face him. 14-2 Ravens at home. 10-point favorites over Tennessee. Wasn't that close. They got rolled. Peyton Manning. Remember, he goes to Denver. They're 13-3. Huge favorite at home in Mile High. Hard place to play in January. 9.5-point underdog Joe Flacco walked into town and beat him. 2 years ago, Steelers, 8-point favorite at home over the Jags. They were rusty. They gave Ben some time off, fell into a huge hole, lost to Jacksonville. Even Bill Belichick, 2010 New England, 14-2 Patriots, 9.5-point favorite at home. Mark Sanchez and the Jets waltz in and beat him. So we've seen Belichick lose and Peyton Manning lose and Aaron Rodgers lose and Big Ben lose. I'm just saying, Cleveland's also a very fast starting team. They led 10 times at halftime this year, and the Browns went 10-0 in those games. Remember last year, Kansas City came off a bye at home and fell behind. They were rusty. 24-0 to Houston. I do not believe the Cleveland Browns would relinquish a 24-0 lead. Also remember, last year, Kansas City had the aid of a home field advantage. This year, not so much due to COVID. So when I look at these games this weekend, this is the one I understand Andy Reid in a bye. Don't we all kind of suspect Kansas City, kind of a slow starting team, Cleveland, kind of a fast starting team, young on a roll? You know, the first quarter, Kansas City may be a tad rusty, haven't played in 20 games as Patrick Mahomes. This is the one, Sunday at 3 Eastern, to me, to keep your eye on. I'm fascinated by it. I just cannot figure out the line. I've said before, Vegas has lines, and it only happens a couple times a year, and I just don't understand them. I do not get them. And my inclination is I ain't betting it. I'm staying away from that puppy, and that's my advice. Staying away from this game. But I think if Kansas City blows them out, then it changes everything I think about the playoffs. Because I don't think it's going to happen. I think it's going to be really close. And Gerald McCoy, Greg Jennings coming up. One of the things I want to talk about next, Urban Meyer is now officially the head coach of the Jags. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Also, I think Green Bay is a lot better personnel-wise than people think. It's not just Aaron Rodgers. But we do a segment every Friday, the very last segment of the show. It's called Tomorrow's Headlines Today. And we kind of, Jason McIntyre comes on. He predicts the games. What'll a headline be? It's just a fun segment. But we have 4 games this weekend, and there's going to be an upset, and there's probably going to be 2. And so coming up next, what will the headlines be Monday if Mahomes loses, Rodgers loses, Josh Allen loses, and Drew Brees loses? Drew Brees. Who will take the hit? Because whenever there's an upset, a coach takes a hit, a quarterback takes a hit, somebody gets tagged by the media. This avalanche of fans and media criticism comes down the hill. And I think it's interesting in all 4 games. If there's an upset, 4 favorites lose, and they won't, but who will take the hit for the losses for the favorites this weekend? That's coming up. Ever wonder just how far an extra mile really goes? Drive a Mercedes-Benz van and find out. They've got a variety of them. The durable Mercedes-Benz Sprinter van. The versatile Mercedes-Benz Metris. Both vans come with a variety of cool options like blind spot assist or active lane keeping assist. And what better way to go the extra mile than in your very own upfitted Mercedes-Benz van? Yeah, you can win one. It's called the Fox Sports Radio Ultimate Tailgate Rig Sweepstakes. All you have to do is go to foxsportsradio.com, enter, have until January 24th. See all the details. I've been in it. Unbelievable. Each one of these vans, the Sprinter van you can win, 6 swivel chairs, half a dozen televisions, 2 wood pellet grills, the awning to cover you if the tailgate's hot or a little wet. Craftsmanship, light, music, all synced up inside. These are incredible. January 24th is the deadline. FoxSportsRadio.com. Check it out. Get details. Mercedes-Benz vans. Some equipment described is optional.